My cousins were ambassadors. My cousins were ambassadors. Our goal is to increase sales by 20%. Our goal is to increase sales by 20%. Birds migrate south. Birds migrate south. The book fell off the shelf by itself. The book fell off the shelf by itself. January is the first month of the year. January is the first month of the year. They don't force it after a year. They don't force it after a year. I need a break. I need a break. His grandfather is an astronomer. His grandfather is an astronomer. She was a maid at dawn. She was a maid at dawn. Can I have a receipt? Can I have a receipt? Now we have to hope. Now we have to hope. Cannot visit every year. Cannot visit every year. Waste. Waste. Could you repeat that please? Could you repeat that please? All the guests came for the party. All the guests came for the party. Should not threaten after one night. Should not threaten after one night. You should start physical therapy soon. You should start physical therapy soon. Is our father a director? Is our father a director? That was so fun. That was so fun. He walks to school every day. He walks to school every day. Buyer. Buyer. His computer skills are better than mine. His computer skills are better than mine. I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this. Overflow. Overflow. If I had more time, I would travel the world. If I had more time, I would travel the world. Who is the best player here? Who is the best player here? Should not travel. Should not travel. We weren't analysts for 10 years. We weren't analysts for 10 years. We will have lunch and then we will go to the park. We will have lunch and then we will go to the park. Not always controlled. Not always controlled. We had 3 commissioning jobs. We had 3 commissioning jobs. His stepfather was a minister. His stepfather was a minister. If I were a scientist, I would find a cure for a disease. If I were a scientist, I would find a cure for a disease. It can continue. It can continue. He'll cook dinner for his family in an hour. He'll cook dinner for his family in an hour. Believe me. Believe me. I'm looking for about. I'm looking for about. I'm in the room at the end of the hallway. I'm in the room at the end of the hallway. I had a cream in town. I had a cream in town. He has a lot of toys in his room. He has a lot of toys in his room. He has to get up early to go to work. He has to get up early to go to work. How is life? How is life? We want 4 tickets, please. We want 4 tickets, please. Wasn't he fit every day? Wasn't he fit every day? My sister made the cake. My sister made the cake. Because you don't know. Because you don't know. Learning a new language is difficult. Learning a new language is difficult. How much is a sweet? How much is a sweet? While the course was challenging, it was also very rewarding. While the course was challenging, it was also very rewarding. I was connected to a meeting. I was connected to a meeting. They accepted the offer without hesitation. They accepted the offer without hesitation. Am I studying now? Am I studying now? Children are playing in the park. Children are playing in the park. He needs to take medicine for a cold. He needs to take medicine for a cold. We wouldn't usually be leaders. We wouldn't usually be leaders. WHO. WHO. May post 2 a.m. later. May post 2 a.m. later. My head is aching. My head is aching. The concert was liked by everyone. The concert was liked by everyone. Where are we meeting? Where are we meeting? How have you been? How have you been? I wish I didn't have to deal with this problem. I wish I didn't have to deal with this problem. Inside. Inside. What kind of festivals do you go to? What kind of festivals do you go to? You will have a great time at the party. You will have a great time at the party. She is a fashion designer and has her own clothing brand. She is a fashion designer and has her own clothing brand. I wish we had attended the music festival. I wish we had attended the music festival. You should give. You should give. Can you analyze? Can you analyze? Where do you go when you are sick? Where do you go when you are sick? Gaining weight. Gaining weight. Are there cousins firefighters? Are there cousins firefighters? Can you show me? How did you do this? Can you show me? How did you do this? I'm running on smoke. I'm running on smoke. His brothers were groceries. His brothers were groceries. When I talked to their previous manager, they said the same thing. When I talked to their previous manager, they said the same thing. At the end of the month, I will be working in this job for 6 months. At the end of the month, I will be working in this job for 6 months. Can you cut often? Can you cut often? The store opens at 9 a.m. every day. The store opens at 9 a.m. every day. How should I cook fresh tuna? How should I cook fresh tuna? I want you. I want you. To take. To take. Are you enjoying your holiday? Are you enjoying your holiday? I studied English yesterday. I studied English yesterday. I like ice cream. I like ice cream. Black is the color of the night. Black is the color of the night. He will fix the car engine. He will fix the car engine. If only the rain had stopped, we could go for a walk. If only the rain had stopped, we could go for a walk. They must be successful. They must be successful. Can you show me how to say this in Spanish? Can you show me how to say this in Spanish? Will it be accepted after 3 months? Will it be accepted after 3 months? Couldn't he be a psychiatrist last year? Couldn't he be a psychiatrist last year? Have you tried the appetizers? Have you tried the appetizers? How can you stay with him? How can you stay with him? How have you been? How have you been? Everyone ate the cake. Everyone ate the cake. Can you help me please? Can you help me please? Can you repeat this? Can you repeat this? You should ask for help if you need it. You should ask for help if you need it. The bus was so hot that I had to open the window. The bus was so hot that I had to open the window. You speak Spanish fluently. You speak Spanish fluently. I must have an assistant. I must have an assistant. You can't be a weekly locksmith. You can't be a weekly locksmith. After that sunny day, the flowers started to bloom. After that sunny day, the flowers started to bloom. Isabel has the most grapes. Isabel has the most grapes. We can try too. We can try too. Hello, how can I help you today? Hello, how can I help you today? John sent a message to other team members yesterday. But no answer yet. John sent a message to other team members yesterday. But no answer yet. Let me explain. Let me explain. I'm a normal person and I like to keep things organized. I'm a normal person and I like to keep things organized. Don't be so childish. Don't be so childish. Let's go. Let's go. Servant. Servant. How to lose now. How to lose now. Teresa has fewer grapes than Isabel. Teresa has fewer grapes than Isabel. Let's make our own personal opening. Let's make our own personal opening. We saw them in the store. We saw them in the store. Sentences. Sentences. Does this make sense? Does this make sense? They worry about the deadline. They worry about the deadline. I'm sorry for making you cry. I'm sorry for making you cry. Aware. Aware. The car could not go up the steep slope. The car could not go up the steep slope. We couldn't get back 5 hours ago. We couldn't get back 5 hours ago. I'm curious, so I'll do some research. I'm curious, so I'll do some research. Tomorrow at 3 o'clock I will study in the library. Tomorrow at 3 o'clock I will study in the library. Do we need MVP? Do we need MVP? Are we in demand? Are we in demand? We prefer watching movies at home rather than going to the cinema. We prefer watching movies at home rather than going to the cinema. Do you have a pet dog? Do you have a pet dog? His grandfather was a waiter. His grandfather was a waiter. I am a little sick. I am a little sick. We shouldn't be airmen in 3 hours. We shouldn't be airmen in 3 hours. I don't notice anything special about the case here. I don't notice anything special about the case here. You can't handle. You can't handle. Looking forward. Looking forward. Why am I not helping you? Why am I not helping you? We picnic in the summer. We picnic in the summer. You are inside Isabel's house. You are inside Isabel's house. You often ride your bike in the afternoon. You often ride your bike in the afternoon. Workers were loading the boxes into the truck. Workers were loading the boxes into the truck. We will attend a conference in 2 weeks. We will attend a conference in 2 weeks. John just graduated from college. John just graduated from college. Bought 3 books yesterday. Bought 3 books yesterday. You're going to be a weekly athlete. You're going to be a weekly athlete. Can't you hint at twilight? Can't you hint at twilight? We didn't touch at dawn. We didn't touch at dawn. If the weather is cold, wear a thick jacket. If the weather is cold, wear a thick jacket. Can you close the door on your way out? Can you close the door on your way out? Does he use the pillow later? Does he use the pillow later? Why don't we have lunch today? Why don't we have lunch today? Anxiety. Anxiety. Today it's hot. Today it's hot. Future. Future. Don't you have a non-stop flight in the morning? Don't you have a non-stop flight in the morning? I'm looking for a place to park my car. Do you know where I can do it on campus? I'm looking for a place to park my car. Do you know where I can do it on campus? Do you have any siblings? Do you have any siblings? You may not be able to focus at night. You may not be able to focus at night. If I were president, I would change a lot. If I were president, I would change a lot. How long will it stay? How long will it stay? I need to change the light bulbs in the kitchen. I need to change the light bulbs in the kitchen. The children were swimming in the pool. The children were swimming in the pool. Was her daughter a hydrologist? Was her daughter a hydrologist? Here's to the new year. Here's to the new year. Should you be an athlete every day? Should you be an athlete every day? Do you have to order? Do you have to order? Duty. Duty. Your relatives were investors. Your relatives were investors. Can I borrow your pen? Can I borrow your pen? I can vouch for its reliability and trustworthiness. I can vouch for its reliability and trustworthiness. He's not telling the whole truth. He's not telling the whole truth. It's nice to take a walk in the park. It's nice to take a walk in the park. This problem is difficult to solve. This problem is difficult to solve. I will be looking at him. I will be looking at him. Meet with appreciation. Meet with appreciation. Don't you suspect? Don't you suspect? When we got to the station, the train had left. When we got to the station, the train had left. She shouldn't be modeling at dawn. She shouldn't be modeling at dawn. I'm going to visit my cousin in town. I'm going to visit my cousin in town. We'll replace it at dawn. We'll replace it at dawn. Do you base it every month? Do you base it every month? Cannot create. Cannot create. Do they get points? Do they get points? I have to go to the post office after work. I have to go to the post office after work. Her half-sister is the weather presenter. Her half-sister is the weather presenter. Write me a book outline on the best guide to mindful eating. Write me a book outline on the best guide to mindful eating. What exactly is the cycle time? What exactly is the cycle time? My flat is smaller than yours. My flat is smaller than yours. Environmental concerns are becoming more and more urgent. Environmental concerns are becoming more and more urgent. Your husband is an accountant. Your husband is an accountant. I have to request one later in the morning. I have to request one later in the morning. I often go for a walk in the park. I often go for a walk in the park. She goes to the salon once a month. She goes to the salon once a month. Why do you think that? Why do you think that? Are we guards before? Are we guards before? Was his half-sister a guard? Was his half-sister a guard? Will I pay? Will I pay? They sang in the car. They sang in the car. I've seen that movie. I've seen that movie. He listened to an audiobook on his way to work. He listened to an audiobook on his way to work. Although he was tired, he didn't want to miss the party. Although he was tired, he didn't want to miss the party. I love music. I love music. Be good. Be good. Both options have their pros and cons. Both options have their pros and cons. They don't get cold. They don't get cold. You'll sing a century later. You'll sing a century later. Are available on an annual basis. Are available on an annual basis. I will have to exhaust all my options before making a decision. I will have to exhaust all my options before making a decision. The train leaves at 1800. The train leaves at 1800. Is he caught? Is he caught? Will there be a deal at dawn? Will there be a deal at dawn? Sorry, I can't help you. Sorry, I can't help you. Let me have a look if you allow. Let me have a look if you allow. Is your mother a messenger? Is your mother a messenger? He's going to the doctor. He's going to the doctor. Where will you stay while you're here? Where will you stay while you're here? Was our grandson a lifeguard? Was our grandson a lifeguard? Shouldn't we be stylists in 5 minutes? Shouldn't we be stylists in 5 minutes? Despite the criticism, she was confident in her abilities. Despite the criticism, she was confident in her abilities. I like small gatherings. I like small gatherings. Your father is a minor. Your father is a minor. Please relax. Please relax. I wish I had remembered to call my mother. I wish I had remembered to call my mother. The dog was digging a hole in the backyard. The dog was digging a hole in the backyard. I can judge after 3 years. I can judge after 3 years. Should not imply. Should not imply. Don't let this bother you. Don't let this bother you. Who is the last champion here? Who is the last champion here? I am a widow. I am a widow. Officers found the missing child in the amusement park. Officers found the missing child in the amusement park. Will you conclude immediately? Will you conclude immediately? He'll cook dinner while I'm at work. He'll cook dinner while I'm at work. I should be a hematologist. I should be a hematologist. Did not reflect. Did not reflect. They had their roof checked for damage. They had their roof checked for damage. Weren't they? Weren't they? I look forward to hearing from you soon. I look forward to hearing from you soon. Can I use my smart card for contactless payments? Can I use my smart card for contactless payments? The package was shipped yesterday. The package was shipped yesterday. Can't we be judges in 4 weeks? Can't we be judges in 4 weeks? I have a lot of respect. I have a lot of respect. Play constantly. Play constantly. Can't we be a weekly clerk? Can't we be a weekly clerk? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Is it not preferable at night? Is it not preferable at night? My son was a hydrologist. My son was a hydrologist. If I had more experience, I could apply for that job. If I had more experience, I could apply for that job. Are you flying for the first time? Are you flying for the first time? You can be a scavenger every month. You can be a scavenger every month. We always take our dog for a walk. We always take our dog for a walk. Do you think football refereeing is a difficult job? Do you think football refereeing is a difficult job? Did we threaten? Did we threaten? They've been discussing this issue for hours. They've been discussing this issue for hours. Electrician every year? Electrician every year? Next year you shouldn't notice. Next year you shouldn't notice. Can I have my burger rare, please? Can I have my burger rare, please? When do you work in the garden? When do you work in the garden? He has been studying for the medical exam for months. He has been studying for the medical exam for months. Do you have all natural products? Do you have all natural products? Can draw beautiful pictures. Can draw beautiful pictures. I know a lot. I know a lot. Despite being a small town, it has a lot to offer. Despite being a small town, it has a lot to offer. Can finish the project on time. Can finish the project on time. I have a lot of strength. I have a lot of strength. Am I never an illusionist? Am I never an illusionist? I'm feeling stressed, so I need to relax. I'm feeling stressed, so I need to relax. I have to fix it often. I have to fix it often. Doesn't he have to do monthly military service? Doesn't he have to do monthly military service? I have to organize my closet. I have to organize my closet. I tried to balance the package with one hand and open the door with the other. I tried to balance the package with one hand and open the door with the other. I walked to school yesterday. I walked to school yesterday. I eat an apple while watching TV. I eat an apple while watching TV. You lack the necessary information. You lack the necessary information. They took a painting class to explore their artistic side. They took a painting class to explore their artistic side. To follow. To follow. It is important to be kind to others. It is important to be kind to others. I'll get you some ice to ease the swelling. I'll get you some ice to ease the swelling. If I finish my work early, I will go to the cinema. If I finish my work early, I will go to the cinema. Is it burnt? Is it burnt? He had his house cleaned by a professional cleaner. He had his house cleaned by a professional cleaner. I prefer winter to summer. I prefer winter to summer. It only matters if it matters to you. It only matters if it matters to you. Quick review. Quick review. Aren't they a weekly barber? Aren't they a weekly barber? I would like to introduce you. I would like to introduce you. Debris. Debris. The supermarket is across the street. The supermarket is across the street. The water is too cold for swimming right now. The water is too cold for swimming right now. My parents were pianists. My parents were pianists. I'm a pessimist, so I always expect the worst. I'm a pessimist, so I always expect the worst. Loyalty. Loyalty. I have a meeting with Mr. Smith tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I have a meeting with Mr. Smith tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I don't have strong feelings either way. I don't have strong feelings either way. Better today. Better today. Patient. Patient. Custom. Custom. Thanks in advance. Thanks in advance. Try. Try. Check when. Check when. He bought a new suit to attend a formal event. He bought a new suit to attend a formal event. Can we do it 4 days ago? Can we do it 4 days ago? You are not normally a doctor. You are not normally a doctor. By next year, he will have saved enough to buy a house. By next year, he will have saved enough to buy a house. My English skills are worse than my friends. My English skills are worse than my friends. Pay your dues. Pay your dues. Doesn't it change after 2 weeks? Doesn't it change after 2 weeks? I talked to my boss about my job performance. I talked to my boss about my job performance. Resignation. Resignation. You remember 2 weeks. You remember 2 weeks. I support you as your teacher. I support you as your teacher. Was your daughter an announcer? Was your daughter an announcer? Do you think football refereeing is a difficult job? Do you think football refereeing is a difficult job? Do we run? Do we run? Everything is gonna be okay. Everything is gonna be okay. I had breakfast. I had breakfast. When do you finish your work? When do you finish your work? Wasn't he the manager then? Wasn't he the manager then? You can't be a weekly locksmith. You can't be a weekly locksmith. I am a freelance writer. I am a freelance writer. You didn't see that movie, did you? You didn't see that movie, did you? Energize people. Energize people. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't. The flowers were watered by my mother. The flowers were watered by my mother. Was our son a developer? Was our son a developer? Do you like sunset? Do you like sunset? It's okay, mistakes happen. It's okay, mistakes happen. He didn't say anything. He didn't say anything. She taught English for 2 years in Japan. She taught English for 2 years in Japan. You usually care. You usually care. I am very touched by your kindness. I am very touched by your kindness. Gold is a very precious metal. Gold is a very precious metal. They are riding bicycles in the park. They are riding bicycles in the park. I don't understand you. I don't understand you. The decision was influenced by the manager. The decision was influenced by the manager. He has an ace on his arm. He has an ace on his arm. I don't know many things. I don't know many things. These tickets are too many. These tickets are too many. The company had a firm belief in its new products. The company had a firm belief in its new products. It's up to you. It's up to you. We adopted a dog to have a loyal friend. We adopted a dog to have a loyal friend. His stepson is a lawyer. His stepson is a lawyer. Wouldn't it be a monthly horseman? Wouldn't it be a monthly horseman? They always go on vacation in the summer. They always go on vacation in the summer. Scissors. Scissors. Sorry, this item is out of stock. Sorry, this item is out of stock. I'll get you some ice to ease the swelling. I'll get you some ice to ease the swelling. Not experienced? Not experienced? I won't get it in a minute. I won't get it in a minute. Is the service fee included in the bill? Is the service fee included in the bill? He is practicing his presentation skills. He is practicing his presentation skills. Does not share. Does not share. They were rehearsing for a musical performance. They were rehearsing for a musical performance. I found my keys. I found my keys. Was his half-brother an aviator? Was his half-brother an aviator? You are actually the same person as where you requested the meeting. You are actually the same person as where you requested the meeting. My little boy couldn't speak until he was almost 2 years old. My little boy couldn't speak until he was almost 2 years old. We will not swing at noon. We will not swing at noon. Collapse. Collapse. He wouldn't dance. He wouldn't dance. You are an important part of this. You are an important part of this. She had her hair dyed by a professional stylist. She had her hair dyed by a professional stylist. I own a pack of paint. I own a pack of paint. Let me know the program of the movie. Let me know the program of the movie. I will cook dinner tonight. I will cook dinner tonight. Have you traveled for business recently? Have you traveled for business recently? I take pictures with my camera. I take pictures with my camera. Maybe you can try. Maybe you can try. The football match ended in a draw. The football match ended in a draw. Was your grandson a detective? Was your grandson a detective? Keyboard. Keyboard. Is our uncle the president? Is our uncle the president? We have to use the stairs as the elevator is broken. We have to use the stairs as the elevator is broken. The baby is babbling and making funny noises. The baby is babbling and making funny noises. Are we waiting for anyone? Are we waiting for anyone? What do you like doing in your free time? What do you like doing in your free time? Can you contact me when you are available? Can you contact me when you are available? Children should give money to their classmates. Children should give money to their classmates. I do not want to go. I do not want to go. I have to limit. I have to limit. Watched a documentary on Netflix. Watched a documentary on Netflix. Would he agree after a month? Would he agree after a month? Do you offer homemade smoothies? Do you offer homemade smoothies? Yes, we have an indoor pool. Yes, we have an indoor pool. I could hear the sound of thunder in the distance. I could hear the sound of thunder in the distance. He meditated to reduce anxiety. He meditated to reduce anxiety. And then I relax in the afternoon. And then I relax in the afternoon. How often do you visit museums? How often do you visit museums? I have not heard your words. I have not heard your words. He didn't force it 3 hours ago. He didn't force it 3 hours ago. The dog was barking at the postman. The dog was barking at the postman. How's it going? How's it going? What is the total amount including tax? What is the total amount including tax? Didn't we invite you every day? Didn't we invite you every day? Negative. Negative. He goes to the park for a picnic. He goes to the park for a picnic. Were his parents statisticians? Were his parents statisticians? Can I use my loyalty card for this purchase? Can I use my loyalty card for this purchase? When will you come to my office? When will you come to my office? Shouldn't I run away? Shouldn't I run away? Your grandfather was a mechanic. Your grandfather was a mechanic. Did he give any indication of where he was going? Did he give any indication of where he was going? Are my cousins watchmen? Are my cousins watchmen? I'm impressed with your gaming skills. I'm impressed with your gaming skills. Where can I find baby care products? Where can I find baby care products? Can accept. Can accept. A green apple is more sour than a yellow one. A green apple is more sour than a yellow one. This phone is more user-friendly than that. This phone is more user-friendly than that. My sister has a car. My sister has a car. Be aware. Be aware. I was going to school. I was going to school. Didn't I repeat? Didn't I repeat? The coach helped the team prepare for the big game. The coach helped the team prepare for the big game. The weapon was used in war. The weapon was used in war. Was his half-brother a gynecologist? Was his half-brother a gynecologist? Should not cook for 2 weeks. Should not cook for 2 weeks. I wish we had spent more time exploring the city. I wish we had spent more time exploring the city. Can you tell me where the cleaning supplies are? Can you tell me where the cleaning supplies are? They knew about the surprise party in advance. They knew about the surprise party in advance. English is also the language of science and technology. English is also the language of science and technology. He will be born in 5 centuries. He will be born in 5 centuries. Who is your favorite musician? Who is your favorite musician? I want to know more about your company. I want to know more about your company. Our half-brother is a travel agent. Our half-brother is a travel agent. I can't believe this happened. I can't believe this happened. Although the book is long, it is gripping. Although the book is long, it is gripping. Do you sell fresh meat? Do you sell fresh meat? Whose bag is this? Whose bag is this? Would prefer. Would prefer. You're not often a blacksmith. You're not often a blacksmith. He got stuck in traffic on his way to work. He got stuck in traffic on his way to work. I like pop music more than classical music. I like pop music more than classical music. Not sure if I'm in the mood for this. Not sure if I'm in the mood for this. No, I didn't have the chance. No, I didn't have the chance. You wrestled monthly. You wrestled monthly. He won't go to school. He won't go to school. I like to eat apples. I like to eat apples. Let's form teams and play a board game. Let's form teams and play a board game. Be aware of your body language. Be aware of your body language. He was playing video games when his mother asked him to do his homework. He was playing video games when his mother asked him to do his homework. He likes to watch movies on the weekends. He likes to watch movies on the weekends. I want to return this product, please. I want to return this product, please. Don't we estimate yearly? Don't we estimate yearly? Did he live in Paris? Did he live in Paris? The house is out of the reach of mortals. The house is out of the reach of mortals. They like to travel to new places. They like to travel to new places. This is unreachable. This is unreachable. Doesn't he have to travel? Doesn't he have to travel? Were her grandchildren ballerinas? Were her grandchildren ballerinas? What was that? What was that? I think you're going to the party tonight. I think you're going to the party tonight. Can I have your contact number, please? Can I have your contact number, please? You shouldn't show it right away. You shouldn't show it right away. Jake's job is finance. Jake's job is finance. We'll plan for 1 month ahead. We'll plan for 1 month ahead. He had his laptop repaired at the repair shop. He had his laptop repaired at the repair shop. When should you give up your place in public transport? When should you give up your place in public transport? The dog is chasing its tail. The dog is chasing its tail. Please don't joke with me. Please don't joke with me. Do you know some good websites for learning a new language? Do you know some good websites for learning a new language? Get real with me. Get real with me. Above all, safety is our priority. Above all, safety is our priority. Can I have extra vegetables with my meal? Can I have extra vegetables with my meal? He won't lend you his laptop, will he? He won't lend you his laptop, will he? The company is expanding its business internationally. The company is expanding its business internationally. We do not experience. We do not experience. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm going to the swimming pool. I'm going to the swimming pool. 5 p.m. They didn't bother. 5 p.m. They didn't bother. We could go in. We could go in. Engine is on. Engine is on. Let's catch up. Let's catch up. Is her daughter a cop? Is her daughter a cop? Shouldn't we cut it after a century? Shouldn't we cut it after a century? I may not be able to referee every day. I may not be able to referee every day. Will you not undertake? Will you not undertake? He opened the window to let fresh air in. He opened the window to let fresh air in. They should be a night watchman every 2 weeks. They should be a night watchman every 2 weeks. I've made many new friends since I moved to this city. I've made many new friends since I moved to this city. If I was taller, I could reach the top shelf. If I was taller, I could reach the top shelf. I believe that kindness is more important than intelligence. I believe that kindness is more important than intelligence. Consuming. Consuming. Haven't you done your internship now? Haven't you done your internship now? They'll be visiting their grandparents next weekend. They'll be visiting their grandparents next weekend. I will have completed my training program by the end of this week. I will have completed my training program by the end of this week. How do you say it in English? How do you say it in English? He was the judge at 1 a.m. the previous night. He was the judge at 1 a.m. the previous night. You have to focus. You have to focus. Can we go shopping this weekend? Can we go shopping this weekend? Surgeon at sunset? Surgeon at sunset? He forgives her for her mistakes. He forgives her for her mistakes. You will be born in a weekend. You will be born in a weekend. She is a great cook and also a wonderful hostess. She is a great cook and also a wonderful hostess. You should not smoke in this restaurant. You should not smoke in this restaurant. May occur frequently. May occur frequently. He did not practice driving, so he did not pass the test. He did not practice driving, so he did not pass the test. He will study English at university. He will study English at university. The bus was so full that I had to wait for the next one. The bus was so full that I had to wait for the next one. Of course you should watch The Matrix. Of course you should watch The Matrix. His stepson art director? His stepson art director? Everyone dreams of death. Everyone dreams of death.